There I am. Ha! Here I am. Ha! I don't see Jess though. Where the fuck is Jess? I'm the only one here. Hey.
It's there I am.
Oh, there she is. Okay.
Hi.
Hi. Jess
Yeah.
wanted me here, so here I am.
Yeah. It's about
He wanted
time.
he wanted me in here, so here I am.
I know it's been forever and a day.
It has,
What?
has
Yeah, you've been traveling.
I have. I've been on the
Yeah.
road again. Just can't
Just
wait to
can't
get
wait
on
to
the
get
road
on the
again.
road again. That's why I said that.
Yeah,
I knew you would do that.
yeah, yeah. I do that a
Hi,
lot.
Jess. Hi, Maggie Doll. Hi, Boo
Making
Boo.
money with the let's see. No,
Happy
that
Friday.
making music with how does it go again? Making something with all my friends, and I can't wait to get on the road again. Oh well, I have to remember the lyrics. I forgot the
Yeah,
lyrics right off.
CCR. Wait, no, that
Brain
was a
fart.
different song.
I had a brain fart. Oh well, shit
That's all
happens.
right. At least it wasn't a blood fart. That's a
Yeah, that's
jacked
right.
up screen name, isn't it?
Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah.
Well,
Pretty
pretty
gross.
bizarre and pretty gross. Yeah, pretty gross.
So
Pretty
tell
gross.
me, I want this to be a platform for you because I have unlimited StreamYard. So
Oh
really,
well,
I
very
don't
good.
want to do a lot of talking. I want you to update everybody on what's going on
Right.
in your world.
Uh, not much is going on in my world, man. I mean, I'm living in my car, and I'm on I-40,
Hmm.
and I'm way out far west, and that's pretty much it, man. There's not much else to tell, you know. And oh, and by the way, the Wi-Fi at the truck stop is shitty, but but other than that, that's it, man. There's not much to tell. And I need donations, keep me
I
going
know you do.
until I can get my SSI. And then once I get my SSI, then I'll be fine. But it's just, you know, you got to wait 8 months to 2 years to get SSI.
Boy, what's
Yeah,
up
that's
with
a long
that?
time. That's a
I was
long
on
time.
that after the cancer and it was immediate, so I don't know.
Well, well. See, the thing of it is, that's what it was. The cancer helped speed it up. Yeah. Now, see,
Yeah.
if I had cancer, see, I'd probably get mine speeded up, but I don't have cancer. I've got
Uh-huh.
lymphedema and I got
I mean
congestive
I
heart
mean,
failure.
I don't want
I
you to
got
have
lymphedema. Well, I don't have diabetes, but I have lymphedema and I have CHF, and so you know. But apparently that isn't severe enough to expedite my situation. So whatever, whatever. Oh well. But I'm at a truck stop. This particular truck stop has a Denny's, as you can see in the background.
why.
But
Yeah.
a lot of truck stops have different restaurants. Now the truck stop I was at the other day, they had a fucking Burger King inside. Now this one has a Denny's outside. And the one I'm at tomorrow is going to have Steak and Shake, which I
Yeah.
haven't seen a Steak and Shake in forever. So that was weird. So the one I'm going to be at tomorrow is going to have Steak and Shake. So I may have to see if I can get some donations and get me an actual steak from Steak and Shake or a
Yeah,
shake from
I've
Steak.
cooked steak tonight. I had a beef loin steak and that I seared it on the pan and then I put it in the air fryer and oh my
Uh,
god.
oh
It
yeah.
was it
You
was
get the
so
idea is
good.
to you cook it so that when you put a fork in it, it just comes right off the fork. Then you know
Yep.
it's tender. Then you know you've done good.
No.
When it just crumbles apart like that, you know you've done it good. Then
Yeah.
you got to
Yep,
slow
I'm a
cook
pretty
it, man.
good
That's
cook
the trick.
actually. I like to cook.
Slow cooking is the trick. That's the
Yeah.
trick. You slow cook it, and it turns out great, man. It turns out awesome.
Mhm. Yeah, like crock pots too. I
Yeah,
love that.
like a crock pot, and air fryers and stuff like that. Those are really the bomb right now for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, now the one I'm going to be at tomorrow now, it's going to have a steak and shake, so I can either get a shake or a steak if I can get some donations. So
Steak.
anybody want to give me some donations so that I can get an actual shake from Steak and Shake? So,
That'd be awesome. I
or
really
maybe give me a donation so I can get me something from Denny's. How about that? Give me something from
Denny's.
Denny's.
Wow, I haven't thought of
Yeah, but
Denny's
yeah,
in
the truck stops. They've all got different restaurants, which is weird, isn't it?
hmm.
Isn't that weird? But they've all
Yeah,
got
my dad used to take us to a truck stop
yeah,
because he was
it's got
obs it was
everything.
called Jubit's,
Oh,
and it was
Jubit's. I've never heard of
famous.
that one.
Yeah, it was famous. It was in Washington.
Huh.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I never heard of that.
It was on
I
the
never heard of
border
that.
of Washington and Oregon. There's only
Yeah.
the river splitting the two states, the
Right.
Columbia.
Right.
But
But yeah,
man,
now
their food was
but
good.
hey, trolls, listen up. The truck stop I'm going to be at tomorrow has a steak and shake. You bums. Guys, where's he at? Where's Vaughn at? Where's Vaughn at? Well, I just told you. I'm going to be at a truck stop that has a steak and
Oh,
shake.
Todd
I,
Malachi's
I
in
know
here.
I know they're googling as fast as they can Google. What trucks does a steak and shake? Good luck. I hope you find it.
Hey. Yeah, we need more
It'd
help,
be nice if you
Todd.
succeed.
Todd needs to help. He's got the money.
I gave you enough. Todd says I gave you the money. Dude, you realize how quick you go through $500 when you need gas?
It's true.
I mean, you don't. Yeah, you don't. It don't last. It don't last, man. $500 ain't shit day. Ask a real estate agent. Say, hey, real estate agent, is $1 million a lot of money these days? They'll say, fuck, a lot of money. $1 million ain't shit no more, man. Let alone 500.
Yeah, I
You
wondered
give me
where he went. I haven't seen him
500,000, then
around.
you'd be
I'm
saying
glad he's
something.
okay and alive, to be frank. I mean, I know he's
Yeah,
not on your greatest list, but he did
but you
give
could
you
ask any real estate
$500.
agent. Yeah, give me $500, and I mean, to my cousin, which is great. There's nothing wrong with that.
No,
But I mean, you can't expect $500 to last forever. That's not going to last forever. And besides, the majority of the $5 is what I needed to get there. So I mean, the 500 was gone. Okay, once I got the 500 was gone, man. In gas,
yeah,
and
your gas is really
and then
jacked
what
where
happened?
you're
They
at
cut
right
off the
now.
treats.
Definitely. I got
Huh?
gas. I got gas yesterday for $3.29
Well,
cash,
they
regular,
the truck.
not flex fuel, regular.
Well, that's because you weren't nowhere near an interstate. That's
Yes,
why.
I was. I pulled right off
Well,
and I
that's you.
purposely took a picture of the photo because I wanted you to
Yeah,
see that on the West
yes. If you
Coast,
go to a
it's
gas
not that
station that's
expensive.
not near an
Not
interstate,
just to be like Vaughn is
yeah,
wrong, but to say, hey,
yes.
it really
If
is
you go to a gas
$3.29 in
side of the interstate, you'll probably get a better gas mileage. Yeah, or a better. Yeah, 320. Well, they're saying 329 is high, which I guess it is if the president $2. The president probably $2, but everywhere I've been, it's been at least 329.
well,
Except for
you have
that,
that
except for
special
that,
weird fuel too.
except for fuel made out of corn, ethanol. Now you can get that ethanol fuel, you can get it for 2.28, I think it is. But that's still almost $3 anyway. So I mean, buck, it's still almost $3 anyway. So I mean,
And every time you have to get
$2, that's
warm,
for
you have
damn
to run
sure. They ain't
gas
nothing
to
$2.
get your
I have
heater
yet
to
to see
go.
$2 gasoline. I see $2 gasoline.
I really do feel for you on that one.
The flex
That really sucked bad.
Now the flex fuel gas is 189. Flex fuel gasoline is 189, but you can only get it from one place, the gas station called Maverick, and again only at certain Maverick gas stations.
Uh-oh. Truck stop Wi-Fi is not good. Poor guy. God. I just want to give him a platform. I am not the devil. Oh. Big hit. Jess. What? Yeah, right. Whatever. One good piece of advice I got is I don't pay attention. It doesn't bother me. Yeah, I've had that guy blocked forever, so whatever. I know. Why? I don't know. No, I give them a platform. There's a big difference. We want Vaughn content. Can we all agree on that? Oh, yeah, I'm wasted. Yeah, right. Okay. That's so old, you guys. God, I'm wasted at it's what is it? It's 1 a.m. here. Is that right? 9:13 in the morning. Okay. Yeah, my clock's wrong. Oh, there he is. Add to stage.
Here I am. I've been sitting back there for an hour. Where you been?
Sorry, I was consumed with the old, oh, she's drunk. It's like 1
Yeah,
p.m. It's so old. The best advice I got is just don't pay attention to the chat.
yeah. Just ignore the chat. Right.
No,
That's the best way
I'm
to
not
handle it.
going to
Just
look
ignore the chat.
anymore.
Just ignore the chat because they don't
Yeah.
know what they're talking about
Apparently,
anyway.
Cyrax is an alcoholic now, too.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
sure he's on some kind of meds, but who
Well,
knows?
well, wait a minute. Okay, well, see, this is the part that cracks me up. They harass somebody for years and years and years, and then wonder why they start drinking and doing drugs. I think it would be pretty obvious at this point, right? I think it'd be obvious at this point that if you harass somebody for years and years and years and years and years, they're going to start drinking, or they're going to start doing drugs, or they're going to do both. I think that would be pretty fucking obvious. I don't need to be a brain surgeon to figure out that if I harass somebody for years and years and years, they're going to start drinking or they're going to start doing drugs.
I
That
don't
should be
know.
common sense. That should be common sense at that point, right?
Yeah.
So, oh, we didn't kill King Cobra. Well, wait a minute. King Cobra was being harassed for years, and then he starts drinking, right? Isn't that right? He started drinking, and then he started doing drugs, I guess, also, and now he's dead. Okay, so you can sit there and say, "Well, we never had nothing to do with his death all day the fucking long," but you did have something to do with his death because you was all harassing the fuck out of him on the fucking internet. And if you hadn't been doing that, he probably wouldn't have drank,
Well, he
or
asked
drink, or at
for it,
least drank as
so
much.
he did a lot of weird shit,
Well,
Vaughn.
there's a lot of weird fuckers out there, but that don't mean you have a right to harass them to commit suicide, like Annie Hans White and what was the other guy? Fuck. Uh, what was the other?
Oh,
Last of the 813s and Annie Hans White. They used to get on YouTube
uh,
and they used to get these little kids, put them in a computer game, and then harass the fuck out of them until they committed suicide. All
what?
right. How is that any different than what you trolls are doing? Oh, it isn't. You harass the fuck out of people until they start drinking or they start doing drugs, and now one of them's dead. Wow, what a shock. What a
Hmm.
fucking shock that is.
Well, they obviously had issues before in the internet because
Well, they might have, but that doesn't mean you make them worse, right?
Hmm.
Don't make them worse. But here's the thing. Okay, here's the one I'm going to get the trolls on, because the trolls kept calling CPS out to the house over and over and over again. What if CPS come out to get my kids one day, and there was black ice on that fucking road, and they wrecked the car and killed my kids? What then, trolls? You would have been responsible for the death of my children, trolls,
I
because you're
thought
the
you
ones that
didn't like to drive on black ice, though, Vaughn.
I don't drive on black ice.
Oh,
That's my whole point. That's
oh,
my
okay.
whole point.
Well,
That's my whole point. I don't drive on
but
black ice
if
because I
they
have kids.
could do it, you could do it too if you're
Well,
afraid of it.
the thing of it is, though, if they're on black ice and they wreck and kill my kids, it'd be the troll's fault because the troll's the one called them to the house. What did the judge say in his closing arguments? The reason my kids were taken away from me was because people would not stop calling the fucking CPS office about my kids. That was the reason my children were taken. My children were not taken because they were abused, you lying fuckers. My children were not taken because they were mistreated in any way. My children were taken by the judge's own words because you motherfuckers kept calling goddamn CPS day after fucking day after fucking day. And we've got Larry Frost on video saying that he will call CPS every day until my kids are taken away. We got him on video saying that. Okay, so you can't deny it, right? Use banners to summarize your talking points and display calls to action. I don't need that. Why is that posted up there? I don't need that. Oh, did
What?
you put that up there?
No, I put it up because this guy's saying, imagine it. Yeah, some of this stuff's funny to me. Like, I'm a drug addict and I'm high.
Yeah,
And
well, I don't care about that.
it's so funny at this point.
That shit's well, that shit's stupid.
It's dumb. I mean, it's it's old and dumb. They're like children. It's really sad. It's funny, but it's sad.
Someone says I lived in Colorado Springs and there was a lot of homeless vagabond. It was so bad. I'm not homeless. I am not homeless. I am not homeless. I am here because of circumstance. If my shirt tail relative hadn't walked into that court with a fake ass will claiming to be the executor and then used that executorship to clean out my bank account, my mom's bank account, and a joint bank account that we had together, and then proceed to throw my mom in a nursing home and then steal everything out of her fucking house, I'd have money right now. I wouldn't be broke. I'd be at home right now as we speak. That's the truth. Because the backers would have never showed up because they wouldn't have been needed. I would have had millions of dollars in the bank. My mom had 4.3 million, or let's see, yeah, 4.3 million in her checking. And then I'm trying to think of what she had in her savings, but I can't recall it. But I saw what she had in her checking. She had 4.3 million in her checking. And then she had the 5 million in the closet. Larry Frost even admitted that. Okay, so yes, I would be a millionaire if it weren't for the Frost meddling in my personal affairs. That's a
Yes.
fact.
How
That's a
many
fact.
millions exactly again?
4.3 in her checking account that I know for sure, and then there's five,
Wow.
and then five in the closet. So that's what 9.5. That's 9.5 trillion, right? So that's cash money. Now on top of the cash money, she also had treasury bonds, treasury bills. She had certificates of deposit. Now, unfortunately, I don't remember how much those were, but she had a bunch of them. She had a shitload of them. And she had the World War II war bonds. She had 100 World War II war bonds. And we found out on the internet those are worth anywhere from 20,000 to 200,000 a piece, depending upon who you sell them to. You sell them to a collector, you're going to get about 200 grand out of them. But
So how did
so
can I ask a legit question and you
yeah,
won't get mad at me?
no, I won't get mad at you.
Because
That's
I
the way.
did sit in on a couple of Larry's lives, and it
Right.
looked like they were pretty poor. So what'd they do with all the millions?
Buddy, I
Like,
don't know. I don't know. That's a good question. And an even better
his
question is
school, I don't even
well,
think
an
is a
even better question is here's an even better question. Why is Larry dead? Why is he dead?
well, he was not healthy.
Maybe he said too much. Maybe that was it. Maybe he
Or
said too
like
much.
he was oh, wow.
Yeah.
I never thought of that.
Yeah, think. Use your brain here, folks. I know it's early in the morning, but let's use our brain here. Maybe Larry said too much. Do you ever think of that?
Yes.
Shit happens, right? But the funny thing about it is,
Mhm.
I'm not a vagabond. I'm not a hobo. I'm not any of that shit.
Mm.
I was used. I was abused. I was manipulated. I was taken advantage of. Because if the Frost had not intervened in my personal life and my wife's personal lives, I'd be sitting in my double wide right now, this very second, and I would be fine. Like I said, mom had 4.3 million in her checking account. I can't remember how much she had in the savings, but I want to say probably about the same, if not a little bit more than that. That would be my guess. And then there
Whoa.
was 5 million in the closet that she had wrapped up in $1,000 bills, remember?
And they even wanted the mason
And
jars.
then then Millie Frost comes back and says, "Hey, I want the mason jars." I said, "No, you ain't getting the mason jars. Sorry. I ain't giving them to
The
you." Now, I
empty
don't know if
ones
the
after
backers
they took the cash out?
she she probably went back after I was gone and asked the backers. She probably went back after I was property and then asked the backers for them, and the backers probably give them to her.
Well, I
But
like me
but I
some
told her
very
no. I told her I
good
didn't want to have it.
grapefruit juice, guys. Grapefruit
Yeah, there
juice.
you go. Grapefruit juice.
Jesus
That's right.
Christ.
There you go. So yeah, I mean, but yeah, I'm not a hobo. I'm not a vagabond. I'm not a homeless person per se.
You don't
I'm
lie.
here.
And
I'm
the
here
trolls
because
don't lie either.
yeah, the trolls don't lie. Yeah, we know the trolls don't lie
Yeah.
ever. Right? Trolls never lie, right? It's
Mm.
not our fault. It's all Von Hilden's fault. Wait a minute. Hold on. It's Von Hilden's fault? Are you sure? I called the FBI out to my own house? Really? I did that? Really? I called the FBI? I called CPS out to the house 20 motherfucking times or whatever it was. So many times I lost count. So many times even Clay County lost count. Who did that? I did that. I did that. IPS. I called the FBI. I called CIA. I did those things? No, I don't think so. No, I'm pretty sure I didn't do those things. Who did those things, Troll? Yeah.
I don't
Like I
know.
said, the judge in his arguments said flat out that the reason my kids were being taken was because of incessant calls to CPS. You motherfuckers would not stop calling CPS, and the judge took my kids because of it. So I lost my kids because of you motherfuckers, which means you guys got some serious payback coming, don't you? Yeah, you do. And I'm not gonna get in my car and show up at your door. I ain't gonna do that. But you might receive a nice big fat subpoena in your mailbox. You might get that. Because I can tell you right now
Lock them
that
all up. That
well, I
all
know
deserve it. And it's all
the thing of it
secular's
is,
fault too.
well, well, secular put him up to it, didn't he? I mean, come
Yeah.
on,
Oh
secular put him
yeah,
up to this shit, didn't he?
yeah, he did.
Well, of course he did. Well, he sat on his ass and did nothing. See, he didn't get in no trouble. Now y'all gonna go to jail for child trafficking, while secular sits on his ass and laughs at all of you motherfuckers. He's gonna laugh at all of you when you start going to jail for child trafficking, and whatever else the lawyers want to throw at you, because they're going to throw the book at you because little kids are involved. So they're going
Oh,
to throw the book at you. You got to know that. Okay. And there's no statute of limitations when it comes to harming children. Sorry, trolls. Fuck you. There's no statute of limitations when it comes to harming kids. Okay.
well,
There's
Vaughn,
just not.
now I understand that Andrea probably was really ill with the postpartum thing, and that's why Dr. Delgado, when you read the letter, that she was flipping out and
Yeah.
you weren't aware of it, right? Is that how I perceived it?
Well, she had postpartum. Yeah, that it's true. She had postpartum depression, but see, she almost died on the operating table too. Her cervix ripped, she almost died. And
But
and
when
and the
you read
trolls
the
made jokes.
letter to Dr. Delgado
Yeah,
online, the
yeah.
failure to thrive, was that
Failure to thrive.
maybe
Yeah, yeah.
Andrea's
She said,
fault?
yeah, yeah. Failure to thrive means they're going to die just any second.
Oh,
And that was the
no.
term she used in court. That was the term she used in court. They were going to fail to thrive. Okay, well, failing to thrive means they're going to die just any second. But that
Mm.
was the term she used. That was her justification in a court of law. And when it was totally lie, it was a total lie. The kids were actually getting more Similac. I proved in court that the kids were getting extra Similac because I made an extra trip into town to get more Similac. Okay, so now ask me how many years in jail she got for lying in court about little children. Yeah, none, zero. She didn't go to court for none of it. She didn't go
See?
to jail at all.
See? They're admitting it's all sex fault.
But yeah, man, I mean, you guys have no idea what's getting ready to happen to you. You think, oh, we are victorious over Von Hilton. We got his kids taken away. We got his wife driven insane and subsequently put right in the hands of a troll, which I have to believe was pre-planned. Come on, trolls, be honest. That was all pre-planned. Putting Andrea in the hands of a troll, one of the very trolls that told her to leave her husband. You can't tell me that ain't a troll. You can't tell me that wasn't done intentionally. Come on, trolls. Nobody's stupid here, right? Nobody's stupid. Anyway, the point is that everything that was done legal, and the court's going to show that. Evidence is going to show that. And then, then the lawyers and the judge is going to throw the book at you. And it's just going to, that's really what's going to happen. This is not the end, trolls. This is the beginning. I keep telling you that. And it keeps going zoom over your motherfucking heads because you think you're indestructible. You think you're untouchable. You think you're untouchable. Mr. Elliot and his men thought they were untouchable too. And what happened to their fucking ass? Remember Elliot saying he was untouchable? Saying him and his men were untouchable? Yeah, what happened to them, trolls? What happened to them? They were all found dead, weren't they? Okay, so I guess they weren't untouchable. Now, were they? All right, so wake your fucking asses up. This is the beginning. This is not the end. This is the beginning. And the court is going to find you negligent in the act of a child, possibly even child trafficking. I don't know if it rises to that level, but we'll see. But there is no question that the judge's own comments, his closing comments, was that the reason my children were taken was because of the fact that people wouldn't stop fucking calling CPS. All right. That's the truth. My children were never abused. The judge even said so. Said the children were never
remember, the Frosts paid those women to go into your trailer and take
and
all
destroy my trailer. Yeah, destroy my trailer.
And do all that stuff that they did.
And that's right. And my eldest daughter, they told my eldest daughter to write on the wall, "I am hungry," and then they filmed that. And then they filmed that. Well, the rotten fruit they said was poop. That's what they done. They took rotten fruit, put it on the ground, said it was poop. They took Mountain Dew, put it on the ground, said it was piss.
Oh Lord.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is, like I said, this is not the end, folks. This is the beginning. This is the beginning. And this is where you trolls finally get to meet your comeuppance, because that's going to happen. You think, oh, I'm going to get away with this. No, you're not. You're not getting away with shit. You're not getting away with a damn thing. If you think you are, you're an idiot. Okay? Not anything you do to a child or an elderly person, there is no statute of limitations on that. Ask a lawyer, dumbass. Call a lawyer right now and ask them. Hey, is there a statute of limitations if I do something to an elderly person or if I do something to a child? The lawyer's going to say, fuck no, there isn't. There is no statute of limitations when you harm an elderly person or you harm a child. There is no statute of limitations. This is not the end, trolls. This is the beginning. This is the fucking beginning. Jeff Spicoli, where's Malul suit at? Give it time, motherfucker. It's coming. It's coming. Just give it time. Okay? But this is the beginning. What's that phrase in the Bible? This is the beginning of sorrows or some shit like that. That's pretty apt name. Pretty apt name. That's a pretty apt name. The beginning of sorrows for you. I mean, I'm sitting here in my fucking car. What are they going to say to me? That it was all my fault somehow? Well, wait a minute. If it's all my fault, why am I sitting in a fucking car in the middle of goddamn I-40? Hello? If it's all my fault, and I got all that money, $4.3 million out of my mother's checking account. Why am I sitting in my car right now? Why? If I got $4.3 million out off of my mom, why am I sitting in my motherfucking car right now?
Oh.
Because I didn't get it. The Frost got it.
Oh, shit.
The Frost got it. And by the way, James Arnold Frost took that property. He's got a whole big area back there in that property. Guess what he done with my money? He's put double wides back there. He's got about 4 or 5 double wides all the way back on the back of his property. Did you know that, trolls? Did you know that? He took my money and bought a bunch of double wides and set them up back there on the back of his property. Did you know that? Yeah, he did. Yes, he fucking did.
I did.
Now, Larry Frost used his POA and called Ohio and said, yeah, that $2 million for James Paul Von Helton, Urban Helton Jr. I want that I'm his POA. Give me that $2 million. And he bragged about it in front of witnesses that he got it too. And Ohio gave it to him. Why? Because he had a court document. He had a court document that Clay County stupidly gave him. And then what do we find out about Larry Frost later on? Oh, Larry Frost was a wife beater twice. He went to federal prison twice for beating the shit out of women. Funny how we didn't know about that until it was too late and he was made the POA. Isn't it? Isn't it, trolls? Isn't that amazing how that works?
Can you still see me, Vaughn?
I still see you.
Oh boy, I lost it here.
Isn't that interesting, though, that we found that out about him?
Oh, there it is.
He's a wife beater. Twice. Went to federal prison twice for beating the shit out of women. And Clay County puts him in charge of my mother. Oops, that's a mistake, isn't it? Yeah, that's a pretty big mistake, isn't it? Yeah, it is. That's a pretty big mistake. What is that nut? Oh, that's my other thing. Okay. Yeah, pretty big mistake. Putting a convicted wife beater in charge of my mother, and then giving him a POA on top of it. Anyway, like I was saying, he took that POA, called Ohio, and said, "Yeah, I'm POA over the Von Hilton estate. Give me that $2 million," which Ohio did. And it's not Ohio's fault because they didn't know no better. He lied to them. He lied to them, obviously. But he got the $2 million. Then when he got the $2 million, he comes back to Kentucky, brags about it, and says, "Oh yeah, I'm putting my kids through college with that money," which he did, by the way. He put his kids through college. Google it.
Did they get full masters, or do you not know?
I don't know.
Because you said you knew people that had masters that were flipping burgers.
Yeah,
I mean, I
people with
understand
master's degrees.
universities. You get out, and it's
Well,
not
see,
like
that's the thing. College. See, that's the problem. See, a trade school. If you go to a trade school will actually set you up with a job right then and there.
Yep.
Okay, and see, colleges and universities, they don't do that. But a trade school, if you go to a trade school, okay, when I took auto mechanics, brakes actually in trade school, what happened? Oh, they set me up with a job working at a mechanic shop. Okay, see, trade school actually set you up with a job. Colleges and universities won't. They just leave you hanging. And that's the difference between a trade school and colleges and universities. And that's why it's very important not to go to college and university, because you spend too much money and you don't even get a job at the end of it. You just get left hanging.
This is Larry's son went on a scholarship.
Scholarship my ass. He used the $2 million he got off of my daddy to put his kids into college. That's exactly what he did. That's exactly what he did. Listen, he whined and cried for years. He whined and cried for years that he didn't have no money to put his kids through college. He whined and cried about it for years. It's on his own videos. Go watch his old videos where he couldn't put his kids through college. And then suddenly he gets the POA from Clay County. And then suddenly he's got $2 million, which he bragged about openly, by the way. And then suddenly his kids are in college. Wow, imagine that. Imagine how that works. Isn't that amazing how that works? Okay. See, that $2 million that my dad had in Ohio, that was for me. That wasn't for Larry fucking Frost. That was supposed to come to me. But see, he used that POA he got from Clay County to say, "Oh, it's the POA, so give it to me." And Ohio didn't know any better, so they gave it.
So basically,
I'm out $2 million from my daddy, plus I'm out $4.3 million out of mom's checking account.
Did he cheat getting the power of attorney?
Do what now?
Did your mom have dementia when she gave him power of attorney? Then is what you're saying? Because I have
my mom never authorized him to be power of attorney over jack shit.
So I'm wondering if
my mom never gave. Okay, hold on. All right, hold on. Listen. My mother. I've got my mother on video. I asked her point blank, "Did you want Frost to be in charge of your affairs?" She said, "Absolutely not. You're to be in charge of my affairs." I've got her on video. I've got her on video saying that shit. Go to my Odyssey page. Go to my my Odyssey page. Go to my Odyssey page.
I would like to see that, just because there's so many things flying around. It's hard.
It's on my. Well, wait a minute. It's on my BitChute page too. If you don't like Odyssey, go to BitChute. But it's on my BitChute page and my Odyssey page. I asked her point blank, who did you want in charge of your affairs? She said, I want you in charge. I said, you don't want the Frost in charge. She said, absolutely not.
And that was with a room full of people that heard it, right? Or am I getting them confused?
Frost are claiming, and she said, absolutely, that stuff belongs. No, you're that fact that the Frost. She said the Frost ain't supposed to get nothing. It's supposed to come to me. It's supposed to all come to me. Her video saying so. Okay, I got her all on video saying so.
Well,
The
what's the
Frosts were never
story
supposed to
about
be power of attorney or
you had
executive.
her on speakerphone and there was a big thing that happened. What was that again?
Yes. When I got her out of the nursing home and brought her back home, she called.
Oh,
And the house was packed with people. Okay, fucking buffering on my and anyway, but the house was packed with people. All right, and she calls Frost up on speakerphone, and says, "Hey, when are you giving me back my lawn equipment, my guns, and all my stuff?" And he said, "Never," and hung the phone up in her ear. Okay, so and everybody in the house, so he denied it. He heard everybody that shit. So you can't deny it. And the house was packed with people. I don't remember why, but the house was packed with people. Okay. Well, now see at that point, when she asked to have her shit returned and he doesn't return it, he is no longer an executor. He is a criminal. He has committed grand theft at that point because the executor cannot go against the beneficiary. He can't do it. If the beneficiary says, "Take my shit," he has to drop what he's doing and immediately give her back all of her shit.
hey, Vaughn. Are you there?
Okay.
Your internet's choppy. Am I okay,
That's theft at that point. That's grand theft at that point. Okay. That's grand theft at that point. At that point, that's grand theft.
That was an accident.
Because if the beneficiary says you got to give my shit back, you have to do it. Give his stuff back, or you have to give the financial equivalent, one or the other. And see, he didn't do it. Okay, he didn't. But like I said, it doesn't matter. It's a moot issue because Mom on video is saying that he was never the executor. I was the executor. Everything was supposed to come to. Okay, I got her on video saying that shit. All right. So he was never the executor. They say, well, it was an old will. Well, now, wait a minute. If it was an old will and Mom's on video saying he was never the executor, and I never wanted him to have any of my shit, then it ain't an old will. It's a fake will at that point, right? It's a fake will. It's not an old will. It's a fake will. And not only that, but even if you did claim it was an old will, he claimed it made him executor at that time, 2021. Well, see, even if you maintain that it's an old, his executorship would have expired in 2015. Okay, his executorship would have expired in 2015. So he came into court in 2021. He wouldn't have been the executor anyway. So yes, so he either committed perjury or he committed a felony by filing a false document. Either way, he's wrong because he wasn't the executor in 2021. I was the executor.
Because the governor of Kentucky or the prosecuting attorney or some government official.
The prosecuting attorney. The prosecuting attorney is also a Kentucky congressman. Yeah.
Yeah.
Prosecuting attorney is also a Kentucky congressman.
And he doesn't
he's a congressman, right? No, he does not like me. Correct. He does not like me. He believed all of Frost's bullshit, and that's unfortunate. But the only way I can get now is to go to federal court. I guess it's the only thing I know to do. I have to go to federal court.
I do this because I can't see you good enough on. After you awarded all the property, what happened then? You got swindled of it?
Yeah, of course I did.
Oh.
Well, okay. I didn't have any money. See, when somebody takes your money, dude, you can't do anything. He cleaned out all the out of my bank account, my mom's bank account. We had a joint account buffering. This thing keeps buffering. I don't know.
I don't know.
Down bank accounts. You can't do shit without money, dude. How you go do any? How you go pay bills without money? How you go to pay the tax liens without?
Yeah, I don't know whether he got all that money, had it. I don't know. I don't know. Looks like he.
If I come back, there I'm back. Okay, there I'm back.
Yep.
I don't know why it keeps buffering like.
Yeah.
Let me get rid of this.
Your internet's iffy. Oh. Speak of the devil. Oh, this is good. I'm back on with Vaughn. We're going to get some more Vaughn. This is a good thing. Add to stage. I'm going.
There we go. Now I'm back. I don't know what happened.
Your internet's going in and out a little bit.
Yeah, my internet sucks. Yeah, well, that's what I'm at a truck stop. What do you expect?
Yeah.
Anyways, but yeah, so I mean, when you ain't got no money, you can't pay your tax liens, your taxes. You can't pay you can't do shit.
Yeah, taxes are.
I mean, all I was getting was stimulus checks, and those were going for the bills. That was going for the bills. So I mean, I was barely surviving, and then the trolls contacted CPS and said, "Hey, and keep him for 3 years, and then that way you could take all of his stimulus checks away from him too." And that's exactly what CPS did. That's exactly what they did. They did everything these fucking trolls told them to do. Isn't that right, trolls? Fuck yeah, it is. Fuck yeah, that's right. It's absolutely right.
Did you see the meltdown between Shani and Rev all about because she didn't have cookies recently?
I don't know about the cookie thing.
But the Keebler cookie fight happened, and then this one was about she wanted chips, and she had a full-blown meltdown, and Rev wanted to kick her ass out. We don't know if it's real or not, but I thought the cookie thing was funny, so I put it up there.
No, what I think is funny is that a millionaire gets a morbidly obese woman instead of a supermodel. That's what I think is funny. I think that's hilariously funny. Yeah, I think that's hilariously funny. Hey Rev, what happened to you, motherfucker? You used to be a top shelf guy. You used to be a top shelf guy, Rev. I remember when you were sane. I remember when you were a normal guy. What the fuck happened to you? What did I tell you? What did I tell you years ago, Rev? What did I tell you? I said, get you a supermodel because a supermodel already has her own fucking money and she don't need yours. Isn't that what I fucking said, Rev, years ago? Fuck yes, it is. I said that to you years ago, Rev. You're in the shit you're in because you didn't listen to me. And when people don't listen to Vaughn, what happens? Oh, everything goes to shit.
Uh-oh.
Everything goes to shit, Rev. You could have listened to me. You should have listened to me. I told you to get a supermodel because the supermodel, she's already got her own money. She don't need your money. Hell, she probably have more money than you.
Yeah, I mean, his value, that amount of money, Vaughn, I don't think anybody...
Okay, hold on. His original estimated value was $2 million, but he spent a bunch of it, and it got knocked down to $700,000 or some shit, right? Correct. But you keep forgetting he had another $2 million waiting for him in Pennsylvania when he got to Pennsylvania. Okay, so he's back up to $2 million. Now he's $2,700,000. Okay, so he's $700,000 to the good at that point, right? Yes, absolutely. Okay, so he was still a millionaire. But how did he lose all that money? Oh, Shani. That's how he lost all that money. That's exactly how he lost that money. No doubt about it. But if he'd have listened to me and got a supermodel that already had her own fucking money, she wouldn't have needed his money. And he'd still be a millionaire today. And he'd have a hot wife. Whether he got sex from her or not is immaterial. He still had a hot wife.
No, if he was having sex with the torso doll, I doubt that he would have the swag to land a hot woman.
Well, here's the thing about the supermodels. They're constantly out doing shoots anyway, so she'd probably be never home anyway. But it doesn't matter.
It's
about But it doesn't matter. It's about the look, okay? He would have a hot wife. It would be about the look, you know. He'd have a hot wife. He'd still have his $2 million, and then he would have went to Pennsylvania and got the other 2 million, which means he would have $4 million, all to the good. He would have been miles ahead if he hadn't have picked up Shanny, like I told him. I told him, I am on record telling him, get you a supermodel, Rev. Get a supermodel. Didn't listen to me. And there you go. He
My
didn't listen to
mom
me. He should have
figures.
listened to me. He should have fucking listened to me. And he didn't. And now he's paying for it. Right?
Ow, you cramp. Ow.
Now he's paying for it. Oh yeah, I hate leg cramps. They suck. I
Oh,
hate them.
fuck.
Yeah,
Ow.
you gotta get up and walk it around, walk it out, dude. You gotta
No,
get up
the
and walk it out.
doctor took me off potassium and I hate him for it.
Well, you gotta have potassium or you get leg cramps.
I
Dur.
know. I gotta talk to him tomorrow. He's an
Go get a
idiot.
banana. Eat a banana. Just eat a
Nah,
banana.
it's worse than that. It's just like a banana isn't gonna cut
Just
the
get
muscle.
you.
It
Okay,
comes
eat
and
5 of them
goes.
then.
It's not that bad. It used to be a lot worse.
But anyway, I am on record. I am on record telling Reb to get a supermodel. Okay, I'm on record for that shit. And if Reb had listened to me instead of listening to whoever the fuck he listened to, he would be miles ahead right now. Because the supermodel's got her own fucking money. She don't need your money, Reb. She needed a dime of your money. She had her own fucking money. Think. You gotta think, dude. You gotta fucking think. Yeah, okay, she would
What's
be
wrong
at
with you
she'd be going to
guys?
shoots all the time and hardly ever home. But who cares? But who the fuck cares? You know, it's about the look anyway. Hey, I got a hot supermodel as a wife. I mean, look at Trump.
Yeah,
What
thank
has he
you.
got? He's got Melania. She-
Bap, oh, ah, oh, oh, mm. Yeah, I'm so happy. Vaughn had me blocked. I'm just so glad you unblocked me, Vaughn. Now we can play again.
Why? And I don't know why the fuck it keeps, but it does. Anyway, whatever. But I am on
Yeah,
record telling Rev, hey, go with your supermodel. And he didn't listen. And he didn't listen to me. And when people don't listen to me, what happens? Oh, bad shit happens. That's what happens. People that listen to me, they do great. People that don't listen to me, bad shit happens.
Vaughn,
well.
how's your six-pack
What can I
coming
say?
along? Somebody wants to know how, in a nicer
It is
fashion,
almost
I'm going
gone,
to ask,
guys. Can you
how
believe?
is your six-pack coming along?
Yeah. It's the belly is almost gone. It's significantly less. Let's put it that way. I still got some in my ass. I need to get rid of because I still got a big ass. I need to get rid of
Oh,
that.
I wish I had a
But
big ass.
the belly is
Big
shrunk
old
down
fat
significantly.
ass, man. I
Well,
wish
it's
I
okay for
did.
apparently it's okay for women to have a big ass now. It's apparently okay for women to have a
It
big ass now.
was,
Us
and then
guys,
it
we still don't
wasn't.
look for a big
Now
ass.
I still kinda
Then it
wish
wasn't,
I
then it's
did.
back on again. Yeah, on again, off again. Yeah, it's
Good.
trending. It's trending, they say.
Yeah. Oh! Damn. Jess with the BBW. Yeah, I wish. Big old wide ass. What's that? What's big, beautiful woman? I think that's called. Or Vaughn is obese. Oh, there is.
Again. No, Vaughn is not obese. Larry
No.
Frost was obese. Larry
Yeah.
Frost was obese. I'm not
Yeah.
obese. And like I said, my dad bod is slowly going away, thank the gods. I'm finally getting
Well,
rid of
you
that
can be
damn
obese and
belly.
not be like Shannon, though. Like the
Right.
BMI calculator told me I was overweight, and I was like, "Yeah, I could lose a few pounds, but I'm not just."
My belly's about gone, dude. I had a big belly. I was 250 pounds.
Well,
And then Stivers
you're a
locked me in my single wide
bodybuilder,
with no
you're a
food.
boxer, right? Or something like that? Like
Yeah, exactly.
strength?
Well, I actually had somebody tell me, they said, dude, your six pack's under there. You just got to get rid of the dad bod and it'll show again. It's like, oh, okay.
Really? I heard the
They told me,
opposite. It's
yeah.
worse as you get older to get it off.
But,
That's why I
well, it
had that
is.
freaking yoga
It's hard to
ball.
get rid of the dad bod. Well, why do you think it was apple cider vinegar gummies? That's why I was eating. That's why I
I
was
thought
eating
you
apple
quit
cider
doing those, you
vinegar
said. You
gummies
were
to get rid
out
of
of
this
them.
stupid ass belly of mine, so I can get my six pack back.
Oh. Well,
When the belly
you told me
disappears, the six
G-Man
pack reappears.
was shocked at how
Huh?
solid and strong you were.
Oh, G-Man was shocked. Yeah, he was shocked. Oh, he couldn't believe it. He couldn't
Whoa.
believe. But holy shit,
Holy
Barn, you're like a
shit.
fucking rock. I said, yeah. He did.
Wow.
He said, oh my god, dude, you're like a rock. I said, yeah, I am. Apparently I wasn't lying about all that fucking shit I did back in the day. Huh? Wow, imagine that. But yeah, G-Man said that, man. He said, you're a fucking rock, dude. I said, yeah, of course I am. When I say I was a bodybuilder, when I say I was a power lifter, when I say I was a welterweight boxer, when I said I took all those different types of martial arts, I wasn't talking bullshit. I really did those things. And my body is like a fucking rock, especially my back. He was
Wow.
impressed the most with my back. He said, your back is like a rock, man. He couldn't
See,
believe it. He was
I
shocked.
don't
He
understand
was
why you don't have chicks just all over you like that. Women like
because
strong men.
I'm ugly as fuck. That's
Strong.
why. Because I'm ugly as fuck. That's why. I'm ugly
'Cause
as
you
fuck
what?
and I'm poor. I'm ugly as
You're
fuck and I'm
not
poor.
ugly. You're not
I'm ugly as
ugly,
fuck and I'm
Vaughn.
poor. If I wasn't ugly as fuck and poor, then maybe there would be chicks spawning over me. I
No,
mean,
you're
it's
200.
not
You're
like I
200.
got a train of chicks right here at my car door, right? I mean, come on, man.
Well, truck stops are notorious for ladies of the night, if you know what I
Well, I
mean.
ain't been approached, so I haven't been approached. So apparently,
Well,
I'm
you
too
could
fucking ugly.
probably approach somebody, and
I'm
they'd
too fucking
want
ugly. I'm too
a
fucking
couple
ugly.
bucks for,
Yeah, well, I ain't got the money. That's another thing. I'm poor.
somebody better get him a hooker then at
I'm
least.
poor. I'm poor. So it's going to prevent that from happening
That was
because
funny.
I'm poor. But anyways, but yeah. So um, yeah. But I mean,
Yeah,
I'm not. So I'm not a hobo. I'm not a vagabond. I'm not a delinquent. I'm here because I'm a victim of
why are they
circumstance.
asking
Nothing
to
else.
see your fingers?
Because my fingers are dirty. I'm
Well
a pagan and I play in the dirt, and they don't like that I play in the dirt.
well,
They
let's
don't
see
like
how
that I
bad
play in
it
the
is. I don't get it.
My hands were just a little dirty from where I was playing in the dirt. They
Well,
don't like it.
oh,
They don't like it. They
huh.
freak out because I play in the dirt. See, pagans believe in being grounded, and I
Well,
take
that's
that
your feet,
literally.
though. I know
And
about
I take that
grounding in
literally.
earth and soil. That's for your feet. I
Well, you
didn't
can
know
ground,
you.
you stick your hands in the ground and do it that way too, which is
Oh,
what I do.
like
Which is what I do.
what's that called? That yoga pose? God dang it!
Yes,
Not
there's
a
a yoga
down
pose to
dog.
that effect. That's right. There is.
Yeah,
I don't do yoga anymore
with
because
your
I
ass up
can't
in
move
the
because of
air.
my death. Yeah, well, my feet and legs are swollen up to the point I can't do
Oh,
yoga anymore. But
you gotta raise them up and wear those
raising them up
goddamn
has okay.
socks.
Raising them up doesn't do shit.
Why?
This is not.
I
This is
had
not
that
because
happen once to me, and it was
right. Yeah,
miserable.
you raise them up if you have water retention, but I don't have water retention. I
I
have
had to
clogged
take
up
medicine
lymphedema
for that.
nodes.
One day my face will look really thin and you can see my neck bone, and then one
Right.
day if I skip it, I'm like it's a whole weird thing.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah,
I
but
don't
see,
know.
lymph nodes filling up with fluid is not the same as water gain. Okay, it's not the same thing.
Yeah, water
And
weighs it.
they're saying that a parasite may be the problem with lymphedema. And if that's the case, then all I need is an anti-parasitic, and my lymphedema might go away. Wouldn't it be
I
awesome? That would be fucking awesome.
yeah, I
Then I
like
can,
hot yoga.
then I can move again. Then I can move again. I can move and have my being again.
And you could take your dog to the dog park to give us
Yeah.
an update on the pup. And
Yeah,
a box of
without
meat.
being in pain all the time. Yeah, that would be awesome.
Everybody was wondering what the box of meat was. What was
Mm.
it that
But
you
the
were
box,
feeding
what
him?
box?
You said
Oh,
he just had a whole box of meat.
Yeah, a box of meat. Yeah,
Well, how do you
yeah.
buy a
There's
box
the
of meat?
box.
But where'd it come
How
from?
do you buy a box of meat? It come from a grocery store, silly.
Oh,
I
you
went
mean
to the
lunch?
grocery store, bought a box of meat. Yeah, it's
Oh,
lunch meat,
lunch?
right? I bought a
Oh,
box of
okay.
lunch
Like
meat.
ham,
Yeah,
turkey.
yeah. I bought a bunch of lunch, bought a bunch of lunch meat, and he ate everybody.
Wow.
Calm down, Sharpie. Calm down, Sharpie. Calm down, Sharpie.
Um,
It's just some guy looking at his car. Get back here. Get back here. Get back here. Just somebody looking at the car. Get back.
don't be one. Hey,
Yeah.
you can go and get an emotional therapy letter. Have you heard of those?
Well, really, he is an emotional therapy dog. I
I
mean, he
know, but
really
you
is an
gotta get a
emotional therapy
letter
dog
from
for
the
me. He
vet
is.
because a lot
That's
of
true.
places won't let you bring your dog without that
Uh,
letter. That letter, makes
right.
you
Well, it should
exclusive.
be easy to get.
Yes. It's not
Should be
that
easy to
expensive,
get. Should be
but
easy to get. Yeah, well, I'll see about getting it. I'll see about getting it. Shouldn't be that hard to do
people
because
in wheelchairs.
he is my emotional animal. Really, I mean, he's the only thing I've got left. So
I'm
he's
gonna
kind of
just
important.
post these because, they're oh, my eyes are just so bad I can't see, so I have to. I'm not trying to get you riled up because of your heart, but it says, "What? Can't clean J-Dub's tires, but can play in the dirt." Huh, that's weird. What do you have to say for that? You didn't want
Yeah.
you were
Well,
getting
okay. Here's the thing about J Dubs' tires.
okay.
The thing about J Dubs' tires is that I don't think he was going to pay me. Okay, I don't think he was going to pay me. I just don't. And besides, well, I don't do what a troll says to do anyway, because trolls were the ones that told me to do it, and I ain't doing it for no fucking troll.
What? Horse
Now, as far as
humor?
bending down goes, bending down is different when you're already on the ground. You know, already on the ground, then it's easy for. I have certain things that I do as a that involve getting my hands dirty.
Well,
Yeah,
that's just nitpicking, right,
there's also
guys?
anything you need to do. Just go fuck yourselves
Nitpicking. You shouldn't
on a daily
have a
basis.
problem having a little dirt under your
Biggest
fingernails.
liar
You're
on
making it
YouTube.
like it's a
Yeah,
great
okay. Well,
big
I'm the biggest liar
deal.
on YouTube.
Where's my fingers?
Yeah, we're saying I'm
Do they look
lying. We're saying
really
I'm lying.
dirty?
Go
I
fuck
don't have
yourself,
any
troll.
nail polish on, but usually I do. I keep
Yeah.
them short.
Well, see, the thing of it is, I mean, see, the thing of it is, what they don't see is when I go in there and wash. They don't. They just see when I come back from getting outside. Fuck them. I don't care. That's not the problem. That's my problem. It's not a problem. That's my problem. Besides, in my car, it's not like I'm living in a house. Hey trolls, why don't you give me?
Gimme what? Money, money, money?
Hey trolls, why don't you give
Money,
me
money,
$3,000 so I can move into my own place, and then I will be able to take a shower every day. I'll be able to have clean hands every day. Why don't you do that? Why don't you give me 3 to 5
well,
grand so I can
didn't
go
you
get my
just
own
say that you
place
had a shower
and I
at the
have a
truck
place to
stop?
stay until I
That's
get
cool.
set aside.
I didn't know truck stops had,
I mean, you guys claim you got shit tons of money. Well, shit tons of money. Seems like you could give me five. Seems like you could give me 5 grand to go get my own place, right? Yeah.
hmm, let's scroll down here. His hands, yeah. Yeah, it's fun if people in wheelchairs can work. Why doesn't he get a wheelchair? Does he? Money Mall.
Uh,
Full of salty.
salty. Yep, salty.
Somebody here, I have to post it because Oh, it's easier to read. My eyes are so bad. Can you ask Vaughn if people in wheelchairs can work? Why he doesn't get a wheelchair? Oh, uh,
If
I
people,
don't-
but see, the thing of it is, all right, you say, oh, well, people can work. Okay, great. But what you don't say, and what you don't say, is that the people in the wheelchairs have to have this ramp, number one. Number two, you have to have specially designed places for that wheelchair to go so that they can sit in their wheelchair and not have to switch over to a regular seat. See, there's a lot involved with setting up a person to be working in a wheelchair. Not just, oh, you're hired, go work somewhere. You got to set that building up to be wheelchair active, to be available for a wheelchair. Okay, but see, you keep forgetting that little part. Now, yes, there might be a handful of people in wheelchairs that have jobs. That's true, but it isn't very many. Okay, it isn't very many at all. And that building has to be wheelchair accessible. That's the law. That's not Von Helden's opinion. That's the law. Okay, and most businesses, like it or not, are not wheelchair accessible. They're just not. There are many that are, but there's an awful lot that still aren't. And that's just the way it goes, man. Sucks to be them. But here's the funny part about it. I could go get my legs. The doctor wanted to take my legs. Did you know that? The doctor wanted to take my legs. But you know what? I told him no. I said I want to keep my legs as long as possible. But if they'd have took my legs, I still wouldn't be able to get my disability. Isn't that a crock of shit?
oh, come on now.
No, you can't. They changed the criteria.
That,
The criteria for No, listen,
that's
listen.
collegiate.
No, Jess, listen to me. They changed the criteria for disability. Now, to get your disability, you got to be able to tell them what you did what work you did back when you were 20 years old.
Well, that's
And if
you have to
you have to
work
have
an amount
you have to
of
have work credits.
years
Okay,
to qualify
okay,
for
okay.
disability.
All right. Well, hold on. All right. So if you have to have work credits, then it ain't disability anymore. Because disability used to be how disabled you were. Well, see, it ain't that way now. Now it goes by work credits. Well, it ain't
Uh,
disability then. Now is it? It's
well,
a joke.
it
It's a
worked for
fucking
me
joke.
when I was going through cancer. I'm not going through cancer
See,
now,
used
and I'm
to.
not
See,
on it
used
now.
to. But used to.
Yeah,
There used to be percentages. All right. You had partial disability, you had full disability,
I
right?
had. I had.
You know, okay, well, see, that's all out the window now because now it's based on work credits and you either get your disability or you do not. And if you
Oh,
don't have the work credits, you don't get disability.
I'm gonna have to look that one up.
Yeah, well, look it up all you want because it's based on work credits now. Whoever came up with that idea needs to be fired immediately.
Hmm.
They need to be fired immediately because I'm old enough to remember when disability meant you were physically disabled and could not work. That's what disability used to mean. Well, it doesn't mean that anymore because now it's based on
Shoot.
work credits.
Is the
Okay, so if
new
it's based on
Metroid
so
game good?
if it's based on work credits and it's not disability anymore, because disability used to be how disabled you physically
Oh,
were.
I'm
If you were
reading.
physically disabled, you went and got your disability, and then when you went to go get your disability, they said, okay, you're partially disabled, you're 25% disabled, you're 75% disabled, or you're 100% disabled, and you get your full disability. That's how it used to be. Well, see, it ain't that way no more. Now it's based on work credits. Well, is that even disability then? No, it can't be. Because disability is supposed to go by how physically disabled you are. Well, they don't do that anymore. So it's not even disability anymore. It's a joke. It's a fucking scam. Okay, disability should have nothing to do with what you did back when you were 20 fucking years old. Should have nothing to do with that. It should be how physically disabled you are. That's what it should be based on. Well, surprise, surprise, Sergeant Carter, it's not based on that no more. Now it's based on stupid ass work credits. Okay, which is
Mhm.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
And see, that's disability at that point. That's not disability at that point.
Oh,
I don't know
okay.
what you call it. You can't call it disability because disability is by how physically disabled you are.
So
See,
somebody's saying they
I
heard you
can't
got a
get disability.
back blown
Okay,
out. Also, is that true? Somebody's saying that
I
you
got a
got
what now?
a back blown out. Let me put it up.
Well, I have according to the doctor, I have severe muscle spasms in my back, which prevents me from doing pretty much anything. I can't do pretty much anything. And then I had a hip that went out from under me a while back. I was going down to get the mail, and the hip just said, "See you, bye. I'm out of here." And down I went. And so I went to the emergency, and they said, "Well, we can't understand why the hip stopped operating, but we did notice you have severe muscle spasms in your back, so maybe that has something to do with it." I said, "Fuck, you guys, the experts, not me. I don't know what the hell it is." But anyway, the point is that yeah, man, the back, severe muscle spasms in my back from that's straight from a doctor. That's
Yikes.
straight from a doctor, and so I can't lift. A doctor says I can't lift, and see now with the CHF, I definitely can't lift. Can't lift at all now. Of course, I still do lift some small things, but I can't. I'm technically not supposed to even do that now. Not with the CHF. But I've got CHF. I've got severe muscle spasms in my back. I got a hip that went out from underneath me on at least one occasion. And of course, I got the CHF in my, or the CHF. I got the lymphedema in my feet and legs. So between all that, I should get at least 75% disabled. Well, I can't get that because we threw that all out the window and went by work criteria. So now it's all based on work credits now, which is stupid. Disability should be based on how disabled you are, not fucking what you did when you were a teenager. Fuck what I did when I was a teenager. Who cares? I'm disabled now. It shouldn't matter what I
I
did
wish.
20 years ago.
I
This
wish.
is stupid.
Really.
Don't you agree, Jess, that this is stupid? Don't you agree that's stupid?
Yeah, it's
I mean,
stupid.
disability should be based on how physically disabled you are. It should have nothing to do with work credits. It should have nothing to do with what the fuck you did 20 years ago or 30 years ago or whatever. Should have nothing to do with that, man. Should have nothing to do with that. That's stupid. The person that did that needs to be fired immediately. You're listening to Trump. You need to
Who's
fire
the
that son of a
German
bitch
girl on?
immediately because he's a dumbass. Disability, huh? What?
Who's the
Do what?
German girl?
German girl.
I don't know what this is about. I'm asking.
Can you ask Vaughn? Can you? Okay, hang on. Can you ask Vaughn if the German girl was in a building that wasn't wheelchair accessible? What the fuck? I don't know what they're even talking about.
I don't
I
know
don't
either.
even know
Do you
what
want
they're
to
talking.
come on panel anybody? You're more than welcome
No,
to.
no, 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 no. We're not paneling
Oh,
nobody. Fuck that.
oh. I
Hell
thought
no.
this was going to be more for you because I was just going to
Yeah,
sit
this is for
back.
me.
Okay.
This is for me. This is
Yes.
for me.
Yes. I just
Yes, all
wanted
right.
to give you a platform because
Well, I
you are
appreciate that.
limited on your StreamYard and I'm not.
Yeah, I am very limited on my StreamYards. I only get 20 hours a month, which is stupid. Why don't they just give us 30 so we have one a day? But oh
I
well,
don't think
whatever.
I have a limit on mine, but then
Well,
again, I
if you
pay.
pay for StreamYards, hold on. If you pay for StreamYards, you don't have a limit. No.
Yeah,
But
I'd
see, I
like to
don't
have
pay for
one of the
StreamYards. I'm using a free.
intros, all
I'm
the
using
cool
the free
stuff.
version.
I
I'm
really don't
using the
care.
free version, so I have a limit, and that's the way it goes.
Let's see if I'm up to date here. New comments. I'm pretty sure Jess isn't deluded enough to think Trump doesn't watch my channel. Are you out of your mind? Trump doesn't
You
know
never
who
know
I
who's watching. Actually, you never know who's watching.
really.
So they don't. You never
Trump
know who's watching.
my
You never know who's watching. I guarantee you, the FBI. One thing I can say is that the FBI is watching because the
Sorry, that
FBI
was
watches everybody. The FBI
yeah.
watches everybody. So oh fuck yeah, the FBI is watching everything.
Oh, like the no-fly list and all that
They watch
stuff.
everything. No, they watch everything. The FBI watches everything. You are monitored 24/7 now. That's a fact, Jack.
Well, I mean,
Whether they're
probably,
actually
but
now, whether they're
I
actually
don't have
watching the
anything I'm
video,
doing wrong, so I don't
but are
care.
you being monitored? Yes. I don't, they may not be watching this video, but are you being monitored? Fuck yeah, you are. Guaranteed. Everybody is.
You know.
And now they're coming out with that facial recognition shit. And so now they're gonna and
That started at Disneyland. I cannot believe that. Todd is in here. Dan. I haven't seen Todd in a long time. I was wondering if he was ever going to come back. I kind of missed him. I got him on speed dial. Who you talking about, Joey? Wake, wake. Vaughn is from Ohio, so he knows this. Where'd he go? Oh, he's there. He's muted. Molly. I don't know. Unmute? Did I mute
there we
them?
go. There we go. Can you
Did
hear me
I
now?
do that?
You did that. Can you hear me now?
Oh, I must have clicked it on accident. My apologies.
Yeah, you have me on mute, dude.
I'm sorry. I was catching up on some of this stuff.
I'm still here.
Okay. What you doing?
I
Inquiring minds.
I'm gonna take off this hot jacket. That's what I'm gonna do because it's starting
Oh,
to get warm in this car.
good.
It's starting to get warm in this car, so I need to
Good.
take this jacket off.
Yeah, it was like 32 the other night here. That was kind of cold.
Yeah, I got 28. Got 28 here last night.
Wow.
28 degrees, man. That's pretty damn cold, right? I thought I was getting away from the 28-degree weather. Whoops, wrong. I wasn't. Now I'm going to take this jacket off just to have to put it back on just a few hours from now, which is kind of shitty, but oh well. That's the way it goes.
Yeah. Thank God for your home on wheels. Because
Yeah, thank God I got a
guess
home
you're
on
right.
wheels.
Literally not homeless.
Yeah, I'm not homeless. I am not literally homeless. I have my car. My car is my home. My car is my home, and that is where I am at. And that's the way it goes, boys and girls. And there we go. Let's put that back there like that. There we go. Beautiful. All right. Yeah. It's at an angle, though. I need to figure out how to get it flat. Got me a tray. Got me a tray for putting on my car wheel, my car steering wheel, and I can set stuff on it. So that's pretty cool, huh? Pretty neat, huh? Tray to put on my car steering wheel so I can set stuff on it if I need to. Protect your Pringles, motherfuckers, because I'm coming for
Oh, I
'em.
used to love those, damn it. Mm.
Barbecue, barbecue.
I
Yeah,
like the
protect the
sour
Pringles, because
cream and onion ones.
I'm a
Oh my
coming for the
God.
Pringles, man.
Stock.
Mm.
That jacket is stock for soup. Oh, that was just one of the weirdest things. I gotta post that one, Maggie doll. Look at this. Look at how weird this group is. If I can get it, where is it? Oh, poo. That's just kind of funny, but I mean, I'm not laughing at you, but it was kind of a weird comment by Maggie doll. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. Oh, he's gone. Damn it. That jacket is stock. Okay, I gotta get rid of it. I know, I see you.
There I am.
Okay.
Okay. Anyways, anyways, but yeah, I
Ugh,
am not a vagabond. I am not a hobo. I am not any of that shit. I am a
no.
victim of circumstance. And if I get my millions back by taking a Frost to court and get my millions back, then I won't be a hobo anymore, now will I? Or I can win the lottery, or some other, some other thing, maybe some rich heiress that needs a guy that's really nice will say, "Hey, Von Helm's a nice guy. I'll hook up with him," and then she'll already have millions of dollars. I won't have to need shit at that point. I just need to
Yeah,
be
I
there.
don't know where everybody got that I was a multimillionaire and had many mansions. I was going,
I
"Whoa,
don't know.
wait a
I don't
minute."
know. I didn't make that shit up. I got that from the trolls themselves. The trolls
Yeah,
themselves said that shit.
they've gone hog wild on me. They don't understand. I
It's
don't,
it's hilariously
nor
funny.
do I
It's
care.
hilariously funny.
They think I do, but it
Well,
gives me a
it's really funny because one minute you're a multimillionaire living in mansions, and now supposedly you're living in trailers and boxcars. What the fuck?
right.
What
And
the
you
fuck?
saw my house today. I went
Yeah,
all the way outside
yeah,
and showed the
yeah.
whole
Yeah, she
thing.
showed me her house, folks. It's not a trailer. No, it is not. I
It's
mean, it's not a
ridiculous.
mansion.
And
It's
you
not
know
a
what?
it's
I
not a
have
mansion,
lived
but it
in
is a nice house.
trailers. I have in the middle of the woods, and they were
Yeah,
fucking nice.
yeah.
I,
Oh,
yeah,
Mom's double
double
wide
wide
was
and
nice
triple
enough.
wide.
Mom's double wide was so nice the trolls got me kicked out of it, wasn't it? When that I mean, so it must have been pretty nice, right? Or the trolls wouldn't have worked so hard to get me kicked out of it, right? Right, trolls?
I
Mom's
don't.
trailer must have been nice enough to where you didn't want me to live in it, so it must be nice enough that you got me kicked out, right? Right? Hot dog. Now, how is your dog going to get along with that cat? Is he going to chase that
I
cat
don't
down and kill it?
know, but I've decided on a name. Are
Oh,
you
you have,
ready?
huh? I'm ready. Lay it on me.
Starts with N and ends with E.
Starts with an N and ends with an E.
Mm-hmm.
Natalie? Natalie?
No, it's a boy.
Oh, it's a boy.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, well, it ain't Nathaniel because that ends in an L. Uh, Nate?
What?
Nate?
I. Oh, how?
That starts with an N and ends with an E, you said. That's
Oh,
Nate.
oh. Well, I don't. I can't believe there's two things in life I don't understand. I don't understand how people found out my mom was a doctor, and I don't understand how people found out about that. Are you in Discord by chance?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No. But I'll
No.
occasionally, but I'll get an email. They'll say, "Bon, the troll said this. The troll said that,"
Oh,
and
I
then
know. That's why
that-
had you block me because they told you something that I was
yeah, they told
saying
me something
elder
that
abuse or something. We
yes,
talked
right,
about that.
yes, they did.
Yeah.
Yes, they did, and
And we know
so
who
yeah,
did it too. It
we
wasn't
probably
John.
do. We
But I'm
probably do.
ready to let it go.
Yep, I'm letting it go. I'm going to let
I'm letting
everything
it go.
go. I'm not going to worry about anything. Besides, I am absolutely convinced, and I'm being serious now for a minute. I'm absolutely convinced that my time with this rough patch is about to come to an end. Because I'm starting to, I get those angelic numbers. Number one,
No, you're
three
not.
three three 444 222. I'm seeing them more and more and more, and I'm starting to see
I'm not
four
on any
numbers now.
pills, but thanks.
I'm starting to see four
Oh,
numbers in a row now. 444. I saw 444 the other day, and I've seen 333 here recently. And so and you go online and you look them up. It's an angelic number, and it represents certain things. And so you got to Google it and find out what it means. And then you find out what it means, and it's like, oh. And the more numbers you got, like if you got four numbers, then it becomes a super angelic number, and then the then the thing that it does is multiplied several times over. Okay, so if I see 444, and 444 means that I'm going to transition, right? And I don't mean transition as to what the LGBT are talking about. I mean transition as opposed to spiritual things. Okay, so if 444, all right, and it will let's say I'm transitioning, I'm becoming more spiritual, more enlightened, right? But now if I get four fours, if I get four fours, then whatever enlightenment I get is going to be exponentially that much more. It's going to be multiplied several times over. You get it? Because four numbers in a row is a super angelic number. And so whatever it is it does, it's going to be compounded. It's going to be 10 times better than what getting three numbers is, right? You get it?
What?
Just Google 444. Google what 444 means. Go
I
ahead.
don't
Google it.
do numerology. I know that my mom kind of likes it, and 111s and 222s are
Yeah.
angels, and
They're angel numbers, right? They're angel
yeah,
numbers.
I don't know what 444
Uh-huh.
means, and I don't do the tarot stuff, but she does. She likes it, and
Right.
I kind of tune
Yeah.
out and do my own thing because
Right.
we're both Scorpios, so
Right.
sometimes I
Right.
listen when I'm visiting her, and it is sometimes really weirdly accurate,
Mm.
but
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm a Scorpio too, so
sometimes you are. Oh yeah, our birthdays are close.
yeah, I'm a Scorpio too. I'm October 24th,
Yeah,
so I'm a Scorpio. Yeah, buddy, I'm a Scorpio. Don't hide it either.
transitioning, not
I don't. Yeah.
transitioning as a tranny.
Yeah.
That
Transitioning spiritually,
yeah.
becoming more enlightened, more spiritually enlightened. In other words.
You heard it here, folks. He's transitioning. No, he's not.
Yeah. There you go.
They're
Yeah.
just
But see,
playing.
they're going to clip that out and say I'm becoming a homosexual or some shit, right?
Oh, whatever. They're just
Oh
playing.
yeah, oh yeah, that's coming. Yeah, they're going to clip that part out and yeah, look, he's turning into a homosexual like us. He's going to be like us. That right, trolls? Yeah, he's going to be like us. He's going to be a flaming homo like us.
Oh yeah.
You
Well,
forget trolls. You
John's
forget
the
trolls. I read
flavor.
all your the trolls keep forgetting. I read all their Google. I read them all, man. You ought to read that shit. It's like, oh my god, dude, it was crazy. It was
Yeah.
crazy. They're flaming homosexual. They're not homosexual. They're flaming homosexual. Homosexual to the hilt, man. Oh yeah, high speed, low drag, man. It's crazy, crazy shit. Crazy, crazy, crazy shit. But whatever. I don't care. It don't matter to me. But anyway, like I said, though,
Never
I do
fall.
believe that I'm getting close to getting out of this rough patch. And what did the gods and goddesses say when I get out of the rough patch? Absolute victory.
And you'll
Absolute
have
total
a
victory.
glorious future for all of
That will
mankind.
benefit all of mankind. That's
That's
right.
right.
Glorious future that'll benefit all of mankind. Well, you can't do that without shit tons of money now, can you?
No.
No,
That's why
no.
you gotta go hit the
That's
lottery
why
when
I
you
got to win the
can.
lottery. I'm going to win
Yeah.
the Powerball and the Mega Million. And when I win the Powerball and the Mega Million, what's going to happen is I'll have the money to be a blessing to all of mankind that way. I think I'm going to
And
start
do some little suits like for 30
lawsuits like
years
crazy.
ago or whatever, 25, 30 years, you
Absolutely.
said? Gosh
Well,
darn
my
it, get
cousin
them
is
all,
calling, so I'm
Vaughn.
going to cut this short.
Yeah,
Have a good
get
one.
every single one of them. Oh, donate to Vaughn for Lotto. Those live. I have a wedding tomorrow. How fun! Who wrote that? Let me go up. He's gone. JJ. Oh, Oh, that'd be fun to do a makeup tutorial if you're a girl. Or a guy, really. I don't know how to do my makeup at all. I do it the lazy way. What's that mean, paranormal? Money, whoosh, money, whoosh, money, whoosh, money, whoosh. Donate, donate, donate to the lottery, lottery, lottery. Yeah, he's gone. Don't recommend. Well, thank you, Jess. Yeah. I'm not the mean, cruel person that you're all trying to make me out. No, Pipey. And I know who you are, Pipey. We go way oh, you're talking to Pipey. I know who Pipey is. He goes way back. I thought he got 6 of Wands. Paranormal. That's ultimate victory, I believe. I may be wrong. I'm not sure. This was good fun. Thanks, Jess. Thank you, Maggie Doll, for coming in because, well, good, bum number 1, because really, I had a mini meltdown and I'm a human being. So I've apologized to those that I feel I, lashed out at, but I felt kind of like a cat in a corner clawing. But for the last 15 or so years, I really haven't had any problems with anyone. So, it is what it is. I don't even want to talk about it. It's over. So I'm good. I want to be good with people. And this is my way, like Pearl Jam prevails, persistence and patience prevails, because I've been waiting and working on Vaughn for a long time because I want to getting to you guys more because he's limited right now. Yeah, well, they're entertaining to some, but when you're the one that's having the meltdown, it's kind of a bummer. But I guess we're all human beings and we deserve, a little bit of leniency every once in a while, every once in a decade and a half, I guess. No, Blue, I am giving him a platform, Well, probably, but yet, I don't want him to rage quit. I mean, I know you guys like the raging, but wouldn't you rather? Did the other accept your apology, Jess? My apology? What do I have to apologize for? I don't understand that one. Who's the other? I really don't want to get into it. It's over. I'm not upset about anything anymore. I realize, this is the internet and not everybody's gonna like you, so it is what it is, I had some personal stuff going on and it was just bad timing, so shit happens. Anyway, I don't know what happened, but I appreciate the 14 people that tuned in. Photog will probably see nothing of it, but he's so good. He might clip something out of it, but it's a building process. I can read right now just fine. I said that. I'm going to delete this. I just wanted to be able to have him see it and acknowledge it, but make Blue cry, you get death threats. I don't think Blue cries, but I don't know. Oh. Who are you talking about? Maggie. Vaughn. See, because I have like fluid retention for health reasons, and sometimes I swear I look completely different. And then other days I look regular, and then sometimes I look skinny. Like you could see my collarbone, and I'm all hollowed out. It's weird. But, you know, yeah, Vaughn, yeah, he's not doing great. I would have to say, I agree with Secular. We do not want Vaughn to die because of, he is. I told Vaughn that, instead of, this is how I approached it. I said, Vaughn, you put out so much content that you should actually be kind of flattered. I don't think anybody wants you to die. I know I don't wish anybody to die ever, no matter how much I hate a person. But I don't want Vaughn to die. Vaughn to die is unforgivable. Not wanting him to die. Well, Secular said that tonight. He didn't want Vaughn to die. So who's Alan? I don't know who you are. And I would if I knew what you were talking about. I apologize to everybody except there are two people that I don't want anything to do with, and it's because I tried in a kind way to find a common ground to reset. They're very vile and ugly, and I just didn't want to engage. I want him to live forever. Yes, Maggie doll. I don't know who Alan is, though. But yeah, I will if you. I just don't even want to mention the names. That's the best way to go. It's just over. It's been taken care of a long time ago, and I gave it my best, but I'm not gonna kneel, and I'm not gonna make a live show begging for forgiveness. I mean, it's just not gonna happen. Thank you, Jess. I wish I knew who you were. Take care of her like a true lady. Took care of her like a true lady. Took care of her like a true lady? I don't know who that was about. Anyway, if anybody wants to come up and chat, I don't think Vaughn's coming back. I guess I could try to email him or whatever. See what he's up to. I haven't slept all night. I don't do drugs. I don't drink. I'm sorry about your guys' luck. I'm not going to say sometimes I feel like it, though. I think I had a sip of a margarita a year or two ago on a short, like a sip. It was really weird. Okay. Oh, that's not who I was looking for. Where'd you go? I call him right now. Can you hear it? What? Oh, I was up all night bickering. It's funny. It's funny, and then it isn't. Back and forth, back and forth. He's not answering. Oh shit. Oh well. Sorry guys, I did my best. I hope he's not gonna block me again. I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. Thanks guys for coming. Like it. The 10 people that watched. And I would appreciate it. And it was good to see you, Todd and Maggie and everybody. Maybe he's in the show? I don't know. I don't see him. The FBI. Whoa. Somebody better get him some money or he's gonna freeze like a popsicle. Ah, like an otter pop. Yeah, good to see you back, Todd. Thanks, Jess, Maggie doll. You know, I've known you quite a while. I'm glad to see you come in. And I guess I'll do the countdown. And the saying, I forgot to edit that. Jess and Ron on the rod again. Oh, God. It said edit. Let me see if I can get it right. Nope. There it goes. But I'm going to delete it anyway. Road. Okay. Yeah, I don't have problems streaming. It's whenever I try to get on his show that it's all whacked to hell and back. And it's because his phone is supposedly $400. He needs $400 to pay for his phone to work, is what he's saying. So somebody better get him that $400 because, oh no, I know Todd's out. Group home, but hashtag group home. Yeah, I gave him that money. Well, a lot of people feel that way, Todd. So, I don't know if who the cousin is or the story. I've asked, and I don't know. So, I guess I will say I'm gonna end the stream in 3, 2, 1, and before I end, I'm gonna say I have a pleasant day and a better tomorrow, guys. Night or morning.